Good evening, and welcome to another live stream here on this lovely Tuesday night here in Michigan. So it looks like we have Dave already on the stream. So we'll just give it a couple of minutes here for some folks to join, and then we can go ahead and get started. Hello, Alan. How are you? I'm not going to make any promises, but we may have a special guest tonight to do the fish game. So I did beg and plead to get to maybe get us a special guest for the fish game. So so we'll go ahead and give it, like I said, give it a couple minutes. So while we're waiting, it's cut. So while we're waiting, did any of you guys get any new fish? Obviously, we'll talk about the auction here in a minute. But hello, Stan. I had a pretty interesting weekend, actually. I put it on Facebook, but I did actually go do fish and golf all in one day. So that was kind of fun. So I did the fish auction, and then I went to a kind of a golf course on the way home because it's a little bit cheaper to play outside of Metro Detroit than it is to play around here. So. And then I did get a tracking number from Curtis for the Genesia Ansa. So those should be here on Thursday. I'll probably do a special video for those because I don't think I can get a long enough video for like a normal Sunday video. But I will do kind of an unboxing for those. So kind of looking forward to having those. It's a fish I've wanted for quite a long time, so I'm pretty excited to get it. Goes to a good cause as well. So we got 10 folks here, so let's go ahead and get started with the topic. So like I said, we did go to the Southwest Michigan Aquarium Society auction on Saturday. It was a lot of fun. I actually sold this time too. And I don't have like the exact numbers of how I did, but I was kind of keeping track of my bags as they came up. And they actually did fairly well. I'm kind of making a new plan for myself, I guess, or a new kind of rule for myself when I go to auctions, is I kind of need to bring stuff with me to sell, to kind of, play a little bit of a game that's, hey, can I actually like cover what I buy at the auction? So I did that before the pandemic, and then I kind of just got lazy and really didn't want to bag fish anymore. So that's kind of, but I've kind of started to get back into that. And I was a little surprised. I didn't think I would do that well based on kind of my past experiences with kind of the prices at that auction. But I'll say that I definitely covered my costs. I did very well, actually. Let me go say hi to a couple people here. We've got Foxy, Branton, and the Zen Ginger. So thank you guys for coming. So yeah, so I did very well. So I had what I do a lot of times with like the valve scenario, and then when we go to do the barn cam, I'll go ahead and I'll show you the tank where I took all the valve from. But I packaged up 3 big bags of valve. It was like a 12 by 24 bag. And one of the bags went for $45. I was very surprised. I was thinking maybe I'd get 15. But yeah, I ended up getting 45 for one, and the other ones I think went in the 30s. So I think it was the right auction at the right time. So like I said, I've never sold here before, so I'm hoping when they pay me, I'll get a breakdown, and I can kind of show you guys, pull up the spreadsheet again like I did for the Detroit one. I'll show you, how everything kind of panned out. So Branton's lurking till it's game time. Is it NBA? NBA, NHL, or is it like Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah, Foxy. I was really surprised by that. I was kind of like I said, when I bag it at our local club auction, we have to sell our plants on the buy it now table instead of auctioning them off because it just clogs the auction up. I normally price them at like $20 a bag, so I was definitely very surprised. So hello, SC Catahoulous. Oh, he's waiting for the fish game. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So yeah, I was very surprised with that. Um, I got some pretty cool live bears too, which there'll be a video coming out like fully describing them and everything in a couple weeks. About when we go into the barn, I'll show you those. We can kind of walk through the tanks real quick and take a look at that, and then maybe talk a little bit about some pond things. I did get a little bit. I'm not gonna say disappointed. That's not the right word. Hello, Christopher. How are you? I'm gonna say I bought something that I shouldn't have, or I didn't wasn't knowledgeable about it. So on the stream that Stephen P did with Ted Coletti and Kelly, they basically did. We're talking about pond plants, and I wanted something more than just what I normally throw in my tubs, which is basically like, I'll throw in some hornwort, or I'll throw in guppy grass, some duckweed maybe. But yeah, so basically, I was like, hey, can I buy something different? And irises came up, and I didn't really research much into it, and I haven't bought his book yet. But yeah, so I bought this golden iris, and I kind of posted it on the Discord, and it kind of came back as invasive. So unfortunately, that I no longer have that. So, but you live and you learn. I didn't pay a lot for it, so I'm not terribly upset. So James Randall is going to an auction on Saturday, and hopefully can do the same. So James, where are you going? I do know there's a swap in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I would probably go to it if I didn't go to Kalamazoo last weekend. Kind of want to sleep in a little bit on Saturday. I don't want to get up too early and go out there, so I'm being lazy. But yeah, so I know that there's a gentleman from our local club that's going, or a couple actually, that are going down there to sell. So if you go down there, you can hit up a gentleman named Mark Aller or Parkside Aquatics. Both of them have some pretty good stuff. So if you're down in Fort Wayne, Indiana, you can check those guys out. So it's kind of getting towards the end of auction season. Once you kind of hit the summer, gets a little bit dicey. Hello, Ed. How are you? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, for sure. And I honestly need to do some work in the fish room. I've been pretty negligent over the last month or so in terms of like going in there and kind of doing projects and stuff like that. Yeah, so there's some things I need to work on in there, and I just have been lazy and not felt like doing it. So I think this weekend I'm going to kind of buckle down a little bit and get in there and clean some glass and do some of those things that I've been kind of letting go for a while. So James is going to the Central New York Aquarium Society, Syracuse, New York. Okay, cool. Cool. Don't have a lot of experience with that area. I've driven through Central New York, but I've not been there. So yeah. So Ed, you'll definitely like some of the stuff that I got. I think from Swamis, there was some good stuff, but unfortunately, there was. It's a little bit sad though too, because one of the fish from one of the gentlemen there, he's having some health issues. He's an older gentleman, and he's kind of getting out of the hobby due to those health issues. So you kind of can't take care of his fish room anymore. So it's kind of a bittersweet thing, right? So I kind of feel, well, especially with these fish. Yeah, especially with these fish, I really feel like a responsibility to make sure I do right by them. So, so Peplin said, "So happy you got the fish you were after in the auction." Yeah, those. I was actually talking about those with a gentleman at the auction I went to. Kind of have a rule where basically if I really want something, like I'm going home with it. Within reason, right? Like I'm not gonna spend $700, for example. Say it was those Genesia Antu. I wouldn't have spent $700, but I was pretty much going home with those. And there was some fish when we were at Southwest Michigan that I was going home with too. And there's always kind of, it's funny when you start getting into a certain type of fish. There's people like if you see them kind of at auctions, you know that they're gonna bid on things. You kind of like get to know the crowd a little bit. And so I was there, and there's a gentleman that, like, back in the day when I kind of was first kind of starting to get into live bears, he and I would have bidding wars over kind of the rare live bears and stuff. So he was there. So I did get bid up a little bit, but that's fine. And I knew that was going to happen. You know, there was a couple things I'm like, yeah. So, hello, Dr. Ted. How are you? Let me make sure I got everybody. We've got Sleeper Barbecue came in, and Peplin Creek. So welcome. And then I think I grabbed everyone else, I believe. If I missed someone, I do apologize. So yeah, so that was kind of cool. You know, like I said, the auction was fun. Like I said, I did really well. I was pretty surprised about that. You know, looking forward to, you know, kind of as we're getting close to May now, it's time to start thinking about the tubs a little bit. I don't know if Dr. Ted was in here earlier when I was talking about the iris I bought that unfortunately was invasive, so no longer have that, but it's okay. I'll have to probably go hunt around for like a pond store or something, or some of the local fish stores around here, and see if I can find some pond plants. Or I could just put Vallisneria in it because it grows everywhere else in my fish room, so probably grows outside too. So, yeah, so, you know, before our special guest comes on here, I told her 8:20, so she's got about 7 minutes or so before I'll go up and get her. But, yeah, so they're playing, kind of a change topics here a little bit. They're playing a game right now. It's kind of interesting. It's called, like, Water Wars. I think it's similar names like Senior Assassin and things like that. It's kind of an interesting game. So basically, the way that they do it, and there's different ways to do it, I think, is they form it into teams. Like they've got like groups of like 5 or 6 kids on a team, and the goal is to basically go and like hunt down your friends basically with water guns, and you know, you can eliminate them. There's like an Instagram page with it, and it's kind of fun to, and then to prove it, you actually have to video you squirting the person with the water gun. So I've been kind of enjoying watching the videos of, you know, the kids running around chasing each other with water guns. It's been kind of fun. I kind of want to help, actually. It's like, you know, I can probably say this on here because I don't think any of her high school friends are watching this. So, hey, Eric. So, yeah, so they're basically, her plan is to kind of just lay low and kind of just ride under the radar. So we'll see how that works. I know when we were kids, if we would have had something like that going on, like it would have been like full on straight up warfare. Like we would have been like, people would have been like climbing up trees and like, you know, getting in like ghillie suits and all kinds of stuff. They're kind of, yeah, they're kind of doing, you know, they're a little more low key. I mean, there's a kid driving around in cars and stuff, but there's nothing, like, they're not too wild. And there's rules, too. Like, you can't do it at school, and you can't do it at someone's job and things like that, right? So there's some rules to it, which is good, too. But it seems to be, you know, most of the kids are kind of playing by the rules, as far as I've heard or known about, or as much as I want to know about. So, so yeah, it's been kind of fun to watch the Water Wars. She hasn't gotten anyone as far as I know, and she has definitely not gotten. So every time now she drives home, it's kind of funny. I kind of look out to see if there's, you know, any kids following her or anything like that. Kind of funny. So, yep. So let me see. We got about 4 minutes before I have to go grab her for the game. So. So yeah, so I guess what are you guys planning on doing for tubbing season this year? Kind of kill a few minutes before the guest gets here. So, I'll go over mine real quick. I think I've said this a few times, but there's going to be a lot of good ads actually. That's kind of my so Yeah, so that's kind of my thing is with get I'm going to do a lot of Gaidads. I've had good luck with Gaidads in the past. I know a couple for sure. I'm going to do. I'm going to do Xenotoka Lion's Eye. I have a trio. They've never bred in the aquarium, so I'm going to pop them outside in the tub, and they should do fairly well out there. So, oh, sorry about that, Dave. Yeah, so I schedule the ads on here only so you guys only get like one ad. So I mean, not that YouTube would listen to that. I've heard other people talk about that, but you guys should only get like one ad in the middle of it. So. So. Um, yeah. So basically, yeah. So let me see. We got 817. Yeah. So basically, it's gonna do a lot of Gaidads. I've got about 8 tubs I'm gonna do. I think I counted 8 when I was out there. So I'll probably do a lot of the Gaidads. Pop in maybe some other live bears too. And I'm still kind of noodling. I might do some rainbow fish too. So, so I think that's kind of my thought. And then I want to do at least one with like decent pond plants. Like I'm not gonna do all 8, but yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to tubbing season. I usually one of the things I actually like about tubbing season is I like to film underwater. So I like to get the GoPro out and kind of see what I can catch filming underwater. That's actually one of my favorite things to film is going out and filming fish underwater. Kind of like Chris Lukup does, but he does a lot better than I do at it. But it's still fun. I was kind of watching the end of Corey's stream before I came on, and he was talking about Rusty Wessel's ponds. And at the Triple Crown, I actually got to, we went over there, and I got to film underneath his ponds with his turtle and all the paddlefish and the koi and all that. So that was a lot of fun. And then I got to do it too at the Garden of Eden when I went there. So, so Foxy says not sure what she's doing in the pond besides lilies this year. Yeah, I'm plant wise. I'm still kind of at a loss. So Ed says his lion's eye has not been producing for months. I think with those, I think they all need to go outside. It's a weird thing, at least for me. I've always had problems with lion's eye in particular, and I had it with my eyes and eye as well. Like they would not reproduce in aquariums. Now my eyes and I put out last summer, and they produced, and now they're still producing now that they're in the aquarium after they've been outside. So I don't know if there's something that's triggering them or what. Not really sure. So, so hello, Skull. Thank you for joining. I did get your email with the tracking number for the Genesia onset, so thank you. Colombian tetras. I should do rice fish too, but I never have good luck with rice fish. I don't know why. Rice fish are supposedly easy to breed, but I can't breed them, and I don't know. They don't do that well. So Eric says he wants a sip tank so bad your background makes you very jealous. Okay. They're actually around here. They're pretty, surprisingly, they're pretty easy to get around Metro Detroit. So go to Motor City Aquarium Society auction in November. If you can make that, there's usually quite a few there. So Ted's got sparkling gouramis, rosy barbs, Odessa barbs. Yeah, those are all good too. Like that's one thing I need to get better at if my fish keeping hobby is doing good with like the egg laying fish. I seem to I don't know. I kind of struggle with those. So that's something I maybe need to put in tubs as well. So, all right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm going to go harass my special guest to get her downstairs. So I'll be right back. All right, so our guest is here, so I need to do a quick 30 seconds of instruction. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm not sharing, so I'll set it up for you. Is basically, this is, you just have to make sure you're clicked on this side of it.
Is it already like screen sharing?
Yeah, I can make it screen share, but then you just have to click through the PowerPoint as you go through it. So you click.
I wasn't gonna remember my previous.
That's okay. Well, it'll come up. So,
okay.
so you click through it once, and you let them answer for a while,
Oh, okay.
and then you click the second one, and it'll give you what the ranking is. So, all right. So I will give you the mic, and you just flip it on wherever. You can try two mics. All right. So let's. I need to rearrange the screens a little bit. All right. So sorry for the kind of brief instruction here. We run a professional ship
Oh, I
here.
think they think my name's Jessie. I think you should clarify.
No. Oh, her name's Chelsea. Chelseca. Just like Bob's
Like the
team.
soccer team.
Like the soccer team or Bob's team, Fox White.
Oh.
So let me rearrange our screens here so that we can screen share. And give me one second. This, that. All right. So I'm going to turn it over to Chelsea, and I will be on the side over here, and go from there.
Wait, is it working?
Yeah. Yeah, it's working.
I just. Okay.
There's
like a delay. Okay.
Yeah, it's a delay.
Hey.
All right. All right. So those are the rules.
Do you want me to like hold it up for a second?
Yeah, just hold up for a second. I'm gonna try to put on the second mic. Let me know.
Someone said it went quiet a little time.
Oh, you need to clip that up higher.
Okay, can I go now?
Yep. All right. Oh, did you freeze? Oh crap, we froze. Oh boy. All right. This has been freezing again. So I apologize. So I guess you're gonna get audio of Chelsea, but not video. I don't know how to unfreeze it without restarting the stream. So we're gonna go through it best we can. So, oh crap, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, so let's try this. No, we're frozen. Awesome. So, all right, we're just gonna.
Okay. Well.
Just gonna go here. We're just gonna have to make it work, I guess. I might have to get different streaming software. This is not gonna work. So, all right, let me get you back to the chat. All right. So, apologize for the frozen camera. So I don't know why this does this. I don't know why it's doing this. So it is what it is, I guess. So basically, those are the rules. I think most of you know the rules. So with that, if you want to, I usually click down there. So we got the first one here. We got the Pandagara. So you've clicked too far. Stop. Close your eyes for a minute. There. So we got the Pandagara here. So I'll click it, I guess. So basically, yeah. So we got the Pandagara here. So we'll go ahead and see what Chelsea ranked that, and we'll give you guys a couple minutes to see. So yeah, at least it froze with a smile on it. So yeah. So this. So hopefully you guys didn't see that. Yeah. So we've got some 7s, some 8s. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, fortunately we had a little mishap with we overclicked. So hello just one more fish. Once again, if you're coming in, I do apologize for the camera. I don't know why it's frozen again. I don't know if it's the camera or I don't know if it's the streaming software. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try a different camera. I'm not sure. So, yeah, everyone kind of saw that one, unfortunately. So, um, so click down on what's that. Use this because it'll click down once. You don't overclick.
Well, that one I didn't overclick. I just didn't like want to wait.
Oh, audio good for Mike, but can't hear her very. So, all right,
Well, is it because you turned yours on?
all right. Can you hear her now? Better.
Hello.
Like,
My rating was a 7 out of 10.
so yeah. So, what did you like about the Pandagara?
I like the pattern and the color, but it still was like gave it a 7 because it was really cool, but it like wasn't as bright. But still, I like the pattern and the yellow and black.
Yeah, 10 for me. I'm gonna stamps. Then 10 for me. I'm gonna put a lid on one thing so I can get. All right. Put down. All right. Next one here is a Hillstream Loach. So, let me know what you guys think of that. So, I'll give you guys a second or two for that. All right, so we got Zen with 5, Stan with 7, Skull with 6, Sleeper with 4, Branton with 5, Davo with 8, new local Austin with 8. Welcome. So we got SC Catahoulous has got 8. Alan's got 6. Alan's got 6. Alright, give it a couple seconds here. Zebra Barbecue says, I think the eyes creeped her out.
I don't even remember what I rated this one off to see. I forgot. Oh.
So, alright, give it another second here, and then going once, going twice, go ahead and flip it. So, 5 out of 10.
Yeah. I think it's like it's a obviously unique fish since it's on like the ground or rock or whatever. I just thought it'd be cooler if there were better colors. I think it's just kind of neutral.
Kind of a neutral brown.
Yeah, but I like the shape and it's very unique.
Okay, cool. Next one. Alright, Swordtail. I kind of put this one on here because it's kind of similar to one that we've got. Similar to one that I kind of purchased at the auction. It's not the same one, but it's similar, kind of. So kind of a more wild type sword. So. Alright, so we got some, Skull, Zen Ginger. Skull's got 7, Zen's got 8. Alan's got 4. Sleeper Barbecue and SC Catahoulous has 7. Dave's got 6, and then Christopher's got 3. So Zen Ginger says thinks she's a sucker for a cool fin.
I do like swordfish.
So, alright, we'll give it another couple seconds here. Branton's got 6. Going once, going twice, sold. All right, 4 out of 10.
I give it a 4 out of 10 because I like the swordfish, but the ones I used to have when I was a kid, they were like all orange and bright, and this one is just mostly gray. I do like the orange stripe down like the middle, but I don't know, I've seen better swordfish.
All right.
Still not bad though.
Do you like the black in the back, the black tail?
It's fine. I think it would be nice if it was like black and then like faded into orange or like faded into a color.
Yeah, the fish needs be a little more colorful on the front.
Yeah.
So, got you. All right. Next one here is it's a loach, and I remember the name when I picked it out, but I don't remember what it is now. And I'm not a big loach person, so I apologize for not knowing which one it is. So Sleeper Barbecues gives it 5. SC Catahoulous is 5 as well. Skull's 4. Zen is 8 because it's cute. Davo's got 5. Alan's got 6. So New Local Austin has 3. Brand's got 8. So Zen says, who could not love that adorable derpy loach face? So it's mother. That was good. All right, we'll give it a couple seconds here. So going once, going twice, sold. So 8 out of 10.
I give it an 8 out of 10 because although the colors are kind of neutral, I think the pattern's really cool. So yeah, but I like this one. I like the pattern. It's very unique.
So you're a big fan of the pattern. I was curious how you would react to the face.
Yeah, I mean
it's not the prettiest one that
no, but I think like the pattern like kind of like draws you away from it a little bit.
Okay. So, all right. Next one we've got here. I think this is the last one here. This is the Betomacrostoma. I figured I'd give her something I think a fish that a lot of people like. So. So Zen Ginger's got 10. SC Catahoulous has 10. Davo's got 11. So off the chart. Skull's got 8. All right, so Sleeper Barbecue's got 10. I personally think this was an easy one to guess. I think it's pretty. She's going to give this one a pretty high number. I think. So, New Local Austin's got 6. So, all right, give it. So Zen says you better give it a 10.
Where is it blue?
I think some of them have blue lines on them.
Oh.
Like. So I think we'll give this another second or two. Going once, going twice, sold 9 out of 10. So yep. So I think 10's a pretty hard mark, right, for you?
Yeah, I like it. I like the color, and like the pattern with the like on the tails and like the fin or whatever. Red's just not like my favorite color, but like I think if it was blue, it would be like higher. But yeah, still liked it. It was good. Colorful.
Cool. So I guess I'll ask you, I guess, a question then. Maybe it's like your a favorite color question, but if you had to pick a color of volleyball jersey, what color would you make it? If you were to make it a fish, like what color would you want? Or basically, what's your favorite color then?
I mean, I'd probably just do blue or purple.
Blue or purple? Okay. Okay. All right. I think that's the end of the list. So thank you, Chelsea, for coming on. Again, apologize for the issues with the streaming software. So, so we'll let Chelsea go back to what she was doing. So we'll try this again once the streaming software works again, and hopefully, maybe in a couple weeks. So. Oh, got it. So, all right. So let me go back to the camera of death here, and we can look at Chelsea again with the Cyprochromis in the background. So I think, yeah. So sorry guys about all the, I think I have to get a different streaming software. I think that's kind of the bottom line here. Maybe I'll try restarting it maybe, or like reinstalling it maybe, but I don't know why it keeps freezing the camera. I don't know if it's a camera issue, or if it's a software thing. I don't know, but it's whatever this software is doing, it doesn't seem to work very well. So maybe I'll have to reload like OBS Studio or something instead of this Prism, because it's not very happy with it right now, obviously. So, all right. So I think what we'll do is we'll flip it over to the barn cam, and I'll show you the new fish I got, kind of in the flesh. What you're going to see before I get out there is you're going to see the Iliodon Furcidens tank. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and then I'll see you out there in a couple minutes, and hopefully the barn cam will work a little bit better. All right. So we're in the barn. So if you guys can give me an audio video check, I would appreciate it. I'll unhook the camera here. We'll um, go kind of take a walk upstairs, and we'll talk about all the new fish, because all of them are basically upstairs. So this is another one I'm going to put in tubs too. Since we were talking about tubs, the Xenotoca melanosoma. This is another one that's going to go in the tubs too. So, all right, all right. I'll kind of show you some of the carnage that I had too. So, like I kind of took some plants out of some tanks too when I sold them. So like this one here, I did take plants out of this Basilia picta tank. It was getting pretty overgrown, so I was hoping to see some fry, but unfortunately didn't really see any in here. So, but the fish are still doing fine. So hopefully we'll see some at some point. So, all right. All right, another tank that we did a lot of work on. You're gonna have to look through the title that I put on here to kind of clean everything up. But this is the tank that was full of val, and I literally took all the val from this tank. So, I mean, it was matted, and I may even have to add some more gravel to this tank. So, but new fish. All right, let's. First one I want to show you. This is the Xiphophorus multilineatus from Rio Koi. So, kind of a little pygmy swordtail species. Kind of interesting thing about this fish when I was researching the video for it. There's actually like 4 different size variants of males. Like most of them are blue, but one of them will get like the smallest one will actually kind of get like a yellow tinge to it. So, kind of curious to see how these will turn out. You get to be like, I think it was like 1.5 inches long or so. Kind of a cool little swordtail species. So, kind of excited to have it. One I've not seen before. So, I had pygmies in the past, but they didn't do very well for me. So hopefully these will do a little bit better. But one I'm really excited to have. Heading over here, another cool one is another Giardinus species. This is the Giardinus falcatus, also called the gold belly top minnow. Obviously a closely related cousin to the Giardinus metallicus that we all know and love. Kind of has a cool kind of little yellowish sheen to it. You know, not like drop dead gorgeous or anything, but kind of a cool, unique little fish. I actually have a male of these in another tank from another time I had them. I had a pair. They said that this fish really likes the shoal, so so hopefully these guys will do a little bit better now that I've got like 5 or 6 of these guys in here. So like I said, they're kind of the same as the metallicus, just kind of a different flavor. The one thing they said is this gonopodium actually can rotate almost like 360 degrees. So, but kind of cool little fish. Speaking of the Giardinus metallicus, I don't know if I've shown you this or not, but I do have some babies in here from the black one. So these are the black variant, and I do have some fry. So you can see kind of, let me find it on the camera here. This tank's a little bit dirty, so I apologize, but you can see the little fry there. And there's some smaller ones in here too. So these guys have been pretty prolific. So let's take a gander. What's the other new one? It's over here. All right, this other one is another one I've had in the past as well, and this is the Xiphophorus maculatus from Rio Grijalva. Kind of a interesting little platy species. I think this guy gets kind of small. There's not really a lot of information on this particular location, but they kind of get a little like Mickey Mouse pattern on them. You can see like this one right here. It's kind of got like the black dot on the back. So kind of a unique little platy fish. And this one person, like I was speaking about earlier, was the one person who I've seen with this fish. So obviously, since he's getting out of the hobby, I kind of do want to, preserve these. So hopefully, I can get them breeding kind of in their own tank here, and there's plenty of cover with the Java moss in here. So those were the three that I got, and then I actually found another male, and he's actually out if he doesn't run away. Of the, I got another pair of the Kalmani swords as well. So kind of wanted to beef this group up a little bit. So this was one that I was kind of looking for at that auction. So I think the next tank for kind of Vallisneria removal is going to be this tank right here. I think I'm going to take a lot of this Val out of here and take that to the next auction. So kind of the tank I'm in. Yeah, I think I show you guys this tank every week, but this is the Skiffia multipunctata tank. Definitely put on some size for sure now. There's quite a few fry in here. I mean, this is probably one of the coolest things that I've had happen here in the fish barn in terms of Gadaeans, is having this large number of fish spawn for me. So, yeah, I'm kind of curious too, like what kind of patterns, if any of the males that come out, what kind of patterns that we'll see and things like that. So, definitely a fun one. Yeah, with that, like I said, I kind of need to do some work in here. Like there's some tanks, that I need to kind of do some cleaning with. Like that one's gotten kind of funky a little bit with the glass, so I need to clean the glass on that one. There's a few others too that I've got to do some work on. But those are kind of the additions, and then kind of like the aftermath, basically, of kind of what I took to the swap or to the auction. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about all of those. So, you guys have any questions? Since the I was gonna say, since the cam is not working in the house, I really don't want to go back in there. So we got about 10 minutes or so. So, do you guys have any like questions, comments? Any other fish you guys want to see? My internet said the chat disconnected, but now it says it's connected. So hopefully you guys are still here. Any other fish I want to talk about? Oh, I'll show you the Eisenai, like group of Eisenai, real quick. Because we were talking about those. So, okay, good. All right. All right. So this is the Eisenai right here. So these guys are going to go in tubs too. Like I said, I've had this trio now for a little over a year, and I've not seen a hint of any fry in here. So I had an aquarium strain of lion's eye in the past that I got to spawn, but I had to do it in tubs. So unfortunately, probably gonna have to do that again with these guys. And then since this guy's out, I'll show you the Xiphophorus ophidium. I've only got one. I hate that, but unfortunately this is the only one I have from. It's from El Molino de Capultepec in the Rio San Antonio. So it's a female though, so hopefully she's still hit, and maybe she'll drop some fry for me. So one I've kind of struggled with. Yeah, let me see if there's any other. Oh, actually, one of these guppies now has gotten a tail on it. Look at that. That's kind of new. So one of the Stan Schubel uh, blue tail guppies is showing some color on the tail. Now he went above the rim, unfortunately now, but this little kind of like breeding for profit guppy tank has kind of come along quite nicely too. One of the things I did bring for the auction too is I brought some shrimp out of here too, so you can see there's a ton of shrimp in this tank. So for whatever reason, like the guppy grass really hasn't grown back in this tank, so I'll probably add some more, and then we can go from there. But yeah, I do. Yeah, of course, you're not gonna be able to see it now, but one of the males does have some color now, so that's cool. So yeah, kind of my goal, kind of with this tank, is kind of get a big group of them going. So um, yeah, so I've shown you the Metallicus. There's really not else really new in here right now. I'm probably gonna switch it over in a few weeks to like summer mode. So basically, summer mode in the fish room, I kind of turn off the dehumidifier up here, and then I turn on the air. Kind of keeps this room a little bit cooler. That's probably a few weeks away still, but gonna kind of start transitioning the barn to summer mode, which means it gets very hot in here. But everything seems to work out okay. So um, yeah, that's kind of it. So, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed having Chelsea come uh, to show you guys, her picks. Sorry about the camera again. I think I need to do something different. So we're gonna have to probably I'll spend some time this weekend. I'll download a different streaming software and we'll see if that works. Um, so yeah, that's kind of all I got. Let me if you guys have any last minute questions, comments, concerns. I may have a speaking engagement. One thing I do need to talk about is I may have a speaking engagement lined up in the Metro Detroit area in May. I just want to get final confirmation before I make that kind of public. But um, yeah, that there's probably going to be another talk, another Good Day Ed talk coming. I just want to message him and make sure that we're still confirmed. So I'll let you guys know about that as well. So, um, yeah, I think with that we'll head inside real quick and we'll kind of finish things up. So give me a couple minutes and we'll head back inside. All right, we're back here in the. We're back here in the barn, so I hope you guys, if you guys enjoyed that, we'll give it another couple minutes for questions, and then we can kind of go from there. So. Yeah, maybe I need to reinstall the camera. I don't know. Kind of, I don't know what's the deal with the camera. So yeah, it's still frozen. So I mean, I could try reinstalling the camera. Let me try that. Oh wait, then I don't remember how to do the green screen. I have to relook that up. So yeah, so maybe I don't know. We'll figure out something with the camera. I don't know if it's a new camera, if I've got to put in. I have another camera I can use. I don't have the power for it though. I mean, maybe I could try that, see how it works. But yeah. So I think with that, I don't know if Bentley's streaming tonight, but. I'm kind of, ran out of all the stuff I'm going to talk about, so we'll go ahead and call it a night, and then we'll reconvene next week and go from there. So with that, thank you guys for watching.